So tuambie kwa watu ambao hawakufahamu. Wewe ni promoter wa aina gani? Una promote nini zaidi? Una kazi yako hasa, hebu tufahamishe kwa watu ambao hawakufahamu.
Okay. So
kwa sasa yani.
Kwa sasa fine. So Straight Vibes kwanza. As Straight Vibes, it's a creative events management company. So Sisi, what we do is Sisi ni creatives. Apart from just being promoters. You want us to sell Salama as a brand, we'll sit down, brainstorm, and see how we can sell Salama as a brand, you know. We do a lot of creative thinking. We build and position brands, and we also have our own events. Ambazo events tunazita properties. I say it about concrete structure and whatsoever. So every property of ours has to start with a concrete foundation. We build that property to mature and have a long time lifespan. I believe you're very familiar with like No Tie After 5. So No Tie After 5 is a partnership between Straight Vibes and Grubag. I think No Tie After 5 now it has about like 7 years. Remember that time, Peter Mo came to us and like, Montana, listen, on us to partner on something, on a property. What do you guys feel? It has to have like an old school and new school, you know, that fusion. And I think it didn't take us more than 15-20 minutes, because from the brief, he wanted something that can be like an ongoing thing. So No Tie After 5 just popped up, because we wanted to have something about the last Friday of the month, people loosen up, chill, relax, something that's in town, you know, just got any lot of Michelle. People have got paid, people have, it's a stress releaser party, you know, literally, because sababu, whole month people have been working so hard, you just want to have like one ball, you know, but it starts early from 5, ili mtu drive home aje tu with the, you know, losing up to, unajua. So it started growing until mpaka sasa hivi lipo, you know. It's a property that has been nurtured, it's been grown, you know, we've done a lot with it. So sasa hivi it stands where it stands, you know. So we've got other properties zingine ambazo, you know, like Stardoms, Life's a Beach and whatsoever. Hatukurupuki. We just don't build it. We just don't do things. And it's something that as event organizers, peer, we have to stick on those terms as well. You want to do something, I believe in 4 P's. Prior planning prevents problems. You plan anything early, find your research, identify your segment. Who are you targeting? Is it the mainstream? Is it the premium? What age, what they like, look and feel, what they desire, you know, na vitu kama hivyo. Identify what you want to sell to them as far as an activity is concerned. So that's what we do. So for us, doing Burner was very iconic, but it was something that we wanted to do. We wanted to have an A-list artist as far as 2019 is concerned. And so that's why we started building it up by having, I think we had Liquid Dip come in last year. I mean, so that was just build-ups to just intensify and position ourselves on that concert aspect. Lakini nakumbuka the first approach was, I remember we were jamming to Burna Boy's song. We're coming from Arusha, Burna Boy, and then I told the creative director, Francis, so like, I think this guy is blowing up too much. Everybody loves him. Let's see. I think he fits. It's better we do something African. It will make more sense. We go now. We start looking at US or whatsoever. You know.
Justin Bieber.
So let's do something African, and he has everything. The African giant, also. Let's see how we can get him. So we started, you know, working around it. So we made some few calls, and the people that work to get Burner is not easy as well, because at that time it was like really hot. It had so many bookings, but fortunately we had engaged with a person. Ambayo had relationships with Burner, and the management. And so we had direct contacts to the management, and then we started the conversation. So initially the price tag was a bit, you know, I mean, it was a bit hefty. Lakini, I mean, we're looking at the fact that we want to give people an experience.
How much was it? Bei ya kwanza ambayo mliambiwa. Ameshakuja, don't worry about it.
Yeah, so it was a couple of figures, you know, a couple of figures.
Like 500,000?
No.
300?
I mean,
250?
Yeah, I mean a couple of figures. I'll tell you offline.
It's okay,
I'll tell you offline, but like it was a couple of figures. I mean, he was quite expensive.
Yeye ndo mwanamuziki expensive ambaye ameshawahi kuleta?
I think so currently. Yeah, I think so currently. I mean, he was quite expensive. You know? But then for us it wasn't about the price tag. For us it was, this is what we want to do this year. So, and we love him as well, you know. So he's a person that we jam to him, and the whole country loves him as well. We believed so. So when it came to the communication with the management, we had a lot of back and forth as far as the dates are concerned. Initially, he wanted to do this date. Like he was on a tour. He was on that African Jam tour. Kwa hiyo, dates is causing a change, you know. So if he goes to Italy, he gets more dates is gonna change. Lakini mwishoni, I got so frustrated, you know. And then I was like, guys, if we're doing it, we're doing it. If you guys cannot do it, basi let's. And then I think after the guys went silent, and after 2 days, like, Montana, this is a concrete date. Like, are you guys sure? Yeah. And then next day I was like, it's affirmative. Let's go for it. And then the mom calls me from nowhere, and then we got a contract, you know. And I was really happy because that was a person I met me, you know, for like 3-4 months. We're just going back and forth, and kila siku zinazozidi kwenda anazidi kuwa moto. And then when they get these awards, nominations, the prices go up, you know. So they'll tell you certain figures low, and then like, Montana, listen, it's gone up, you know. And because you want him, you have to negotiate, like, you know, literally. I mean, it has to have a consent of both parties, you know. But then when that was sealed and then all the logistics were done, there was no going back, and it was significant. We wanted a significant.
Ilikulipa?
Of course, I think at times we, as a businessman, you do business because you want to make something out of it. But when you're establishing a business, it takes time. Even if I don't get that ROI today, but in time it will come. Kwa kudra za Mwenyezi Mungu. You know? So for us it wasn't about even the money. Kutengeneza akutoa. For us it was about, we want to make sure that our brand equity grows this year, and this is, we will do whatever possible to make sure that we have Burner in town. Give people of Tanzania a good time. Give them a different experience. As I said, culture creators. So from that event, it was a bit different from other concerts. First of all, the introduction of that digital payment solutions. So, whereby, you know, we're like, no more paper tickets, because we want to make sure that all our tickets are digitalized and we can monitor them. And we want that experience Yanzi Apple from buying the tickets. So, you know, we've got that Nilipe guys come in, sit down with them and see how we can work together as far as the digital platform is concerned, and other different companies. And at first, you know, I believe today is to do. So at first, for such a huge activity, for us, we believe it was very successful for Sababu. It had no glitches. And it was an experience. You want a ticket, you can never get it in Tani. And you can still monitor whatever comes in through the platforms, you know. And it was an experience.
Can I get an access? Kuna kuangalia how much you made on that night? Do you still have the logins?
I don't know. If these guys give you the logins, I mean, we're gonna have to sue them. Huh? Yeah. So that was an experience, Mona, from buying the tickets to coming in, and you We've got those flamboyant, VIP tables and so forth. And I think the value was Berner himself. Coming in, he had an amazing set. He's an amazing performer. He's got so much energy. We heard so much, like Berner is this and that, he's a very.
I was gonna ask you, wanasema kwamba kama Nati imecheza hivi kidogo.
Okay, it's fine, wanasema hivyo, lakini at the end of the day unajua kama mtu mjui huwezi you listen sawa, hearsay. Mtu mjui of course ya wengi
sana
lakini so if you meet a person mkikutana in person, you're like, is this the same guy that people are talking about? Well, he looks seems different.